Yo, 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 mic check 1 2 1 2. Okay, boys and girls. Delay, but it's all good in the hood. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Old Man Rant with Uncle Hurrikane. I am your host, Uncle Hurrikane. Today, as oh man, the phone's already lighting up. We got two very special guests, double triple OGs, if you will, from back in my day. And let's go ahead and get this out of the way. What up, what up, what up? I'm your host, Uncle Hurrikane. And today, as promised, I have with me guys that I looked up to growing up, and I had the opportunity to work with one of them and stuff, and I grew up listening to the other one. It's all good. We're not going to talk about politics, and we're not going to talk about the Rona or none of that stuff today because that's already old. So first up, coming up to the stream, but before I do that, we got all kinds of stuff to give away today. We have the phone line wide open that we're going to give the phone number out to here shortly for you guys to call. So first, let's go ahead and bring in a former co-worker, MC and DJ of the 57th Street Club, Laredo, Texas, among many, many other places like the Crystal Palace, former DJ on 106 and currently is on the other station. I'm not familiar with the politics, but it's all good in the hood. I know this gentleman as the man, the only guy in Laredo that's actually taller than me, Mr. Special K.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
What up? For real, you're like the only other dude in Laredo that's taller than me because I'm 6'1".
I am literally the strongest DJ in Laredo right now.
You are the strongest DJ. Yes, you are. Now, moving along, introducing our next guest. This guy, I remember staying up, putting my cassettes in my boombox as he was doing mixes on Energy 98. And I was be like, no, wait, I didn't catch the first part of the mix. He was like, sorry, bro, you got to be faster. I was maybe like 13 or something like that and stuff. This guy is such a legend. He's all over the place. He's got a little gig in Vegas that we're going to talk to him about, too. I'm talking about none other than Mr. Spinning Chris Garza.
Boom!
What's up, sir?
I just want to do a dramatic entrance, that's all.
So, gentlemen, please welcome to Old Man Rant with Uncle Hurrikane.
Thank you for having us, man.
My favorite deal.
No. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules to join us here at this little dog and pony show. Greatly appreciated it. Talking in the past tense. Now, before we get started diving back the way it was back in the day, I want to remind everybody we're going to be giving away some stuff. And the way that works is the person, I'll start off with mine because the other ones, our other sponsors, you're going to have to call in for. So the person who shares this broadcast the most, and I can check, okay, no cheating, will win in honor of our guest. I was going to do 8 ounces of hand sanitizer courtesy of Mr. Stream. Enjoy TV again with Mr. Stream, only $40 a month. You are now having a chance to win 1 liter of hand sanitizer. The good stuff, not the stuff that's mixed with vitamin E to dilute it or whatever. No. We're giving you the good stuff. It's packed like it's a liter. It's a liter of hand sanitizer, the good stuff, man. So remember, don't forget to share. And it's that simple. You can win. So let's get started with, I guess we'll start with the triple OG, Mr. Spinning Chris got us. Real quick. So what year did you start in Laredo? Because I know you're not originally from Laredo, right?
That is correct. I am what they call a transplanted Texan. I moved from the suburbs of Chicago, and I came to Laredo in 1991. And that December 1st, 1991 is when I started working with Ghetto Communications. and when it was Energy 98, and I started as a part timer, and then later on became full time.
Oh, all right. So, would you say? I know this is a silly question that they ask all radio personalities and stuff. You always been into music your whole life? Were you in band in high school and all that stuff?
Honestly, I wish I was in band. Yeah, no, I was that weird, goofy kid in middle school that would hang around the DJ booth when they would have the dances inside the cafeteria. I was that weird kid that would sit there and study the DJ and then I would look at the crowd and it just fascinated me how with one song the guy can get everybody on the floor and with another song he can make it all disappear.
Facts, straight up 100% fact. It's one of the reasons why I got into radio. Also, I would watch the sound system DJs, go whenever we had dances. That's cool. That was my thing and stuff. But I actually was in band, kind of, sort of. But I'll get to that in a little bit. So, back in the day, you used to you played a lot of badass mixes and stuff. And like I was just mentioning right now, I would record them on cassette in my house and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
So how did you just decide out of school, hey man, I'm gonna be a radio DJ? I know you started part-time and stuff. But was it a long application process for you back then? Did you have to audition, do an air check, all that other stuff? Like,
yeah, I let me thank the correct people. I went in. My cousin Blasco says, "Man, you gotta try out for the radio station here in Laredo." I'm like, "Ah, dude, that's." Because I'm thinking, they're not gonna pick me. My voice sucks. It's not gonna be me. I went in and that was the first time when I met Mad Dog Mark McLean, and he's like, "Here, I need you to read this." Boom, I read it, and he's like, "Dude, you can read." I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "All right, yeah, you did," and he had me read like 6-7 different things. I'm like, "Dude, is this leading to anything?" And then he's like, "Oh, come in this weekend." No, matter of fact, come in tomorrow. We're gonna start training. Okay. So I came in to train with Jam and Rick Hernandez, a Rapid Roy, and he was the guy who actually showed me the ropes on, radio in general. Al Guevara was the one who sat down and said, "Okay, look, you need to talk, and this is how you promote stuff." Of course, Super Dave Gonzalez was the guy who promotes, and he's on it, kind of, this is how you do stuff.
Right. I got you. Real quick, got to send a big shout out going out to Hector Big Daddy Morales, saying a big hello from me to you. What up, Hector?
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy Hector.
So let's move on over here to Special K real quick. So what year did you start in the radio business? Because I remember listening to you before we actually started working together and stuff. So what year did you start?
Well, I actually started back in Clovis, New Mexico, where I'm from, and I was about 12 or 13 years old, and I used to help a DJ on KZZO in Clovis, New Mexico, and I used to help him put the records together, put them away. So it was like a little side job. He was a friend of the family, so I've always thought, okay, I'm going to get into radio. So when I moved to Laredo in 1992, actually in 93 is when I started radio, and I started at KVDRB 100 at the time, and I was there for about a year, and then Michael J was the one that actually recruited me to Energy 98, and I started that Friday night, and as a matter of fact, Spinning Chris was the one that trained me, and ever since then, since 1993, we've been the best of friends, man. So it's been fun. So because of Chris, he was the first person that got me drunk.
Chris,
as we partied across, and let me tell you, I know a lot of people right now, they're blowing up my Facebook right now, and they're looking forward to this, but partying across, man, it was a whole nother world. I mean, Chris and I should be in prison for some of the stuff we did back then, but we're good.
Quite a few of us, actually. Quite a few of us.
Quite a few of us. But, you know, real quick, before I move on, we got to give a shout out to our sponsors, 550 Pizza. We're going to be giving away a gift certificate, and also to our other sponsor, going out to Open Clothing. As you can see, we're going to be giving away some of these shirts, and we're going to be giving away some caps. Plus, Sweet Pea Bakery, we're going to be giving away a $25 cookie platter with brownies and the works. I mean, this girl could really make her cookies. Shout out to Mia Viadiad. Her information is right there if you guys are interested in cookies for parties, gatherings, or you didn't hear that, but, you know, get-togethers or whatever.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I don't want to get in trouble by the mayor, but anyways, but, you know, but yeah, going back to across, I mean, you know, back in the day in the 90s, let me tell you, it was a whole different world. We've had concerts. I mean, Chris and I can name, I mean, we need more fingers and toes on, you know, meeting groups like K7, the Out Here Brothers.
I went to that.
Boys.
I went to that.
Actually, let me tell you a quick story. Chris and I actually got to go pick up Gillette, you know, the Short Dick Man song.
Yeah.
Chris
Gillette.
and I got to go pick her up at her hotel. When she opened up the door, she was wearing nothing but a hockey jersey.
Really?
That's all I gotta say. And we're like, "You're going like that?" She goes, "What's wrong with what I'm wearing?" And Chris is like, "I'm driving." So, you know, and a lot of people don't believe us, but Mana, when they started, they played at the Casablanca Ballroom. They literally had to build an extension on the stage, and we got to meet them before they even. Oh yeah. And the minute the paint dried, they were on stage ready to perform. And I mean, we've had so many great groups. El General, we got to travel with him. And
I was on tour for 3 days with El General.
3 days. It was.
El General. I was with El General and CNC Music Factory.
You know, he's a Jehovah's Witness now, or he always was a Jehovah's Witness. Now he gave up the music biz for, you know.
Well, back then,
but back then,
the Bible didn't exist, son.
Really? We really didn't think about it when we were singing Caramelo. Really?
Yeah. Right.
So, you know, and I mean, we just had a blast, and, you know, and of course, you know, when we're at Get Communications, I mean, they were promoters who were like bringing groups, like literally every weekend there was a concert.
I remember.
You know, and the best concert I think we've had was Chris was a part of this concert when we had Bad Boy Bill, Bobby D. They literally blew the roof off of the Casablanca Ballroom.
The 95 Boo Bash.
Yeah.
With who's Miss?
It was a Halloween party.
It was the Busy Entertainment of San Antonio. It was Bad Boy Bill, Too Cool Chris,
yeah, man.
Fast Eddie. It was an awesome show. It really was.
And it was real DJing. I mean, you're talking Bad Boy Bill's mixing. He had a guy laying on his knees, giving him the records, not this F5 and control panel crap. I mean, it was two techniques and a 2-channel mixer, and you had the guy. And at one point, Bad Boy Bill had 5 records stacked up on one player. He was mixing, take off the needle, throw another record, throw another, and that guy was catching the records, putting them back in the crates. Not, I got to carry a USB drive. Screw that. That's not DJing. 2 turntables and a microphone. That's all you needed, man.
You know, Armando Flores from San Antonio. We went to go. I got him a guest spot at Plaza San Miguel in Nuevo Laredo, 1 block from Bridge Number 1 on the corner of Guerrero Bravo and Nuevo Laredo. Anyways,
best place.
Well, we didn't want to take our car across. Okay, so here are 2 young dudes carrying crates of 2 crates of records across that bridge. You know what? That bridge might as well have been at least a half a mile long. And then we took those records to Plaza San Miguel, and I'll tell you what, we tore it up that night. Now, here's something a lot of people today, the kids today, don't get, and I'm using that term loosely. See, back in the day, you would go to the club, Plaza San Miguel, Vivant Studio Disco, Firenze. You pay one price, and you drink free all night long. So the kids today, oh my God, I had like 6 drinks. Oh my God, I'm so drunk. Okay, you know, back in the day, the party started after your 10th drink.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. And
then... sorry, go ahead.
No, and then to top it off, they would send me to do live remotes Are you kidding me? The remote was from 11 o'clock to 1 in the morning. Really? Yeah. You know how hard it is to do a remote and try to sound
Coherent.
coherent?
No,
Hey,
and the thing is, Spinning Chris actually introduced me to the owner of Plaza, and he goes, "Oh, so you're still in high school?" I said, "Yeah, I'm still in high school." Every Thursday, I would go to the radio station, pick up a backpack full of boxes, like just boxes, like mini cards, and I would go to school on Friday. And kids knew in high school, the only time I showed up to school was with a backpack was on Fridays. Why? Because I was passing out the cards, and the principal, Miss Moore, may God rest in, may she rest in peace. She literally asked me every Friday, "Come here, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm giving out cards. Give me 5. My grandson wants to go." So I had the permission, and I would pass out cards, and I would pass. And those cards was like money. Like you took that one card, and it was like Chris said, that card you get it free with a guest, and you get free drinks all night long. But you had to have that card, dude. I gave out thousands and thousands of cards, and that place was packed.
Now, similar, AB the Hitman, AB Barrera, who will always, forever and ever. I mean, the dude can come up with the Nobel Peace Prize. He will always be known as AB the Hitman and Hitman's Party Pack. Okay, and Desperate and Dateless. That was a great show.
Most romantic ride of your life.
Romantic ride of your life. Well, AB was super popular when he went to United because AB was good friends with the owner of Forensi's. So, a couple extra passes here and there. It was a great time, man. It really was.
Yeah, it was. And I used to dread filling in for AB on the weekdays when I had to do the late, the most romantic ride. Yeah. And the kids at school would give me their letters. "Hey, can you read this on the radio?" And I'm like, I remember I did a Monday through Friday fill in for AB, and I took those letters. Talk about chicken scratch. So half of those letters I had to ad-lib. And I made stuff up. So next thing you know, I have people breaking up and I have people getting together. It's like, I'm sorry, but next time, go to English class.
Dude, that was such a bad show that a lot of people, I can say it now, but Late Night Love was actually a ripoff of Most Romantic Ride of Your Life. I know this, because I know when I actually ran into AB one time at the mall when he was doing his thing over there, I actually told him, I'm like, "Hey, I got a show called Late Night Love, but it's basically the today version back then of Most Romantic Ride of Your Life." He's like, "Oh man, I appreciate that and stuff." So it was recycled, and we might do it again coming up pretty soon here. But this time we're going to call it Low Jams and Chill.
I think you should call it the Platinum Panty Hour.
The Platinum Panty Hour. Hey, got to send a big shout out real quick going out to Jorge Cardenas. He's given us the 100, and the show is fire. He was last week's winner. Speaking of winners, so whenever you want to give away, whenever we're going to give away something, so this is what we're going to do. You're going to see this phone number right across. Not right now, okay? We're going to flash the
0919.
We're going to flash that phone number in a little bit again. So when we flash it again, you're going to call the number, the first person to get through, and we'll go ahead and let Special K go ahead and give something away to whoever it is.
You know what, Jerry? I'm sorry to break the rules on your show, but I think I'm going to give away something right now.
You're going to give away something right now?
Here's a trivia question. You can either call the number or you could do it on my Facebook feed. I have the feed going on right now, and I have all these people. Chris knows the answer to this one because actually this was the drink that got me going when we had a remote at
So we're about to give something away then, correct?
Yes, we're going to go ahead and give away the gift card for 550 Pizza, one of our sponsors.
All right.
Okay, trivia question. What was the famous drink at Forensi's? Message me on my messenger or go ahead and call that number. And first person to win will win a $20 gift card to 550 Pizza.
Boom.
The best pizza ever. Man, we tried everything.
That is good.
So I'm looking at my feed right now. Of course, it is a feed, see, right there on my watch party. So if you guys, first person to put the answer, I'll go ahead and give you that gift card. We'll get your information, and I'll contact you after the feed, and we'll go ahead and get in contact with you to give you that. So what was the famous drink at Forensi's?
And the phone number, in case you want to call in, is 956-704-1919 if you know the answer.
I got a winner already. Going out to Alex Aranza, and it is the Perron.
The Patron. Oh,
Perron. Congratulations, Alex. I know where you work, so I'll take you the card tomorrow, man.
big shout out going out to Alex. I know where he works too. He's a good guy, man.
Alex over at Nissan, man. Go to him. He takes care of you, man. I like him.
He takes real good care of you, man. Shout out.
Congratulations, Alex, man. The Perron was the famous drink. And Chris got me drunk, and I drank the whole one.
I remember one time me and Super Day, we sat there and we polished off 2 of them back to back.
Yeah.
Dumbest thing ever.
Yeah. You know, and let me tell you, Chris had so much connection at Plaza where we would broadcast live up in the DJ booth where he was DJing. Rippin' Rich was also up there with you too. And I remember where they set up a table right next to us, and we literally had every bottle you could think of. And I looked at Chris, I said, "What's that?" And he goes, "That's for us." I'm like, "Are you serious?" And yeah, so that's when Special K got drunk, and I had to go on the radio at 6 a.m. We didn't get back across till 5 because the line was so long to come back. It was like an hour to 2 hour wait, sometimes 3 hours.
You wanted to drive across? You know what?
No, you drove me because I couldn't even know which lane we were going to.
So real quick, guys, once again, special shout out going out to 550 Pizzeria at 2101 Shiloh Drive, Laredo, Texas. Go check them out. Congratulations to Alex Araiza. So hit these guys up. Hell yeah.
No, we still got more prizes. We got 2 caps and 2 shirts from Open. You know, they got the Made in Laredo, only one of a kind. And of course, I got 2 of those. So we'll be doing some more giveaways plus your giveaway. And what kind of tattoo does Chris have on his ass? I'm just joking. He doesn't have a tattoo.
I was like,
when did I get that? How drunk was I?
It was a lightning bolt.
But no,
actually, he had an M on one cheek and an M on the other cheek, and it said "Mom."
What was your very first club that you DJ'd at Special K?
The first club I DJ'd at was at the Crystal Palace.
At the Crystal Palace, ladies and gentlemen.
And I was 17, and I went in there because I was with Andrew Michael, and I used to DJ his sound systems. So we went into the Crystal Palace, and Bird was DJing. Bird had to go to the restroom, so Bird goes, "Here, you take over." And this is when the new little CD controllers were coming out where the drawer was down on the bottom. So you had to like really put a flashlight to look for it. So I would just switch me, and it was Tejano. So I didn't know Tejano. Like I only knew for what we played at, on our sister station, Z93. And I just started mixing, and then I started messing with the light show. And then all this time, and next thing you know, it was like 30, 45 minutes. And then Bert standing right next to me, not saying a damn word, but he said, "You did such a good job." The owner, Wyo, came up to me and said, "You know what? Every Friday and Saturday, I want you here." And I go, "Okay, fine, whatever." So next thing you know, at the end of the night, I was making $300-400 a night.
17-year-old.
17-year-old. No bills, no worry, no nothing, man. It was the best time. But I did that for a while, but then.
So, Chris, where was the first nightclub you DJ'd at?
Well, it all kind of started by accident. I was emceeing at Plaza San Miguel, and then DJ Rippin' Rich. Before Rippin' Rich was where Ugo Mr. H was there, and one time Ugo, he called in, said he was going to get there late if they could start the music. So I just started DJing and emceeing. I mean, it wasn't nothing new to me, but and Mr. Jorge Vega, who's the owner of Plaza San Miguel, wow, that's pretty good. No, it was you DJ. I'm like, man, I want to have fun. I really don't want to DJ. I want to drink. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I was DJing down the road. I was DJing and emceeing at Plaza San Miguel on Friday nights, and then I was DJing at Senor Frogs on Saturday night. And then on top of that, I was doing the sound system sometimes, on the weekends, whether it's an office party, quinceañera, But I would do that, and as soon as I was done, I would cut out and take off to Nuevo Laredo and go, do my thing over there. Again, there were so many clubs. The first club I actually visited was a club called OK Tequilas.
Oh, great memories.
Wow, man, that's
great memories on that one.
Wow,
man, that club messed you up from the get-go. You had to pay your fee. You went downstairs into the basement and you got a drink. As soon as you got that drink, you went to this middle floor. You went up a set of stairs to the middle floor, and you had to get 2 drinks. Then they gave you a ticket. Then you had to go up to the 3rd floor where the real party was at, and then with that ticket, you got inside. Man, by the time we got done on that 3rd floor, are you kidding me? Trying to walk down a set of stairs, man, that's a rough sobering experience, man.
I remember when Chris and I went to that club, and that's when I fell for those stupid electric shock things, because the guy goes, "Hey, sir, can you hold these for me?" I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "What the?" And he goes, "You get a free drink." I'm like, "Okay." I was about to beat the crap out of somebody, but Chris is like, "No, dude, it's part of the act." I'm like, "Okay, whatever."
Oh, that's too funny, man.
And then across the street from or Caddy Corner to OK Tequilas was OK Tijuanas.
I don't know about that one.
Oh, man, that it was a great DJ booth.
Yeah.
Your DJ can be there DJing at the same time, and if you're with a girl behind him, he would really, he didn't notice. So
yeah.
So I heard.
When we used to broadcast live and party across, the taco man, the hot dog man, I mean, we made them rich. I got a $2 hot dog with a soda, and I ended up giving the guy like a $20 tip, and Chris gave him like a $20 tip too, and he was like, "Yeah, whenever you want." So one time we parked the van, the station van, in front of the club to do our live broadcast. He literally brought his son with him. Every time we went there, he would wash the van to the, I mean, you could literally see a mirror image on the tires. That's how clean it was. And all he had was a bucket and a sponge. Explain that one to me.
Man. So fast forwarding here a little bit, a lot of it actually, with the whole thing that happened across. I mean, it really was a shame because everybody had a pimping good time over there. When I used to DJ, MC and sometimes DJ at the 57th Street Club in Nuevo Laredo.
Oh, that was awesome.
When I would MC over there and stuff, it was crazy, man. The stuff we got away with. I was like, are you seriously gonna let me spray you with this squirt gun? Where? What? Like, seriously? Like, and they were like, yes. I mean, sure, the cash and prizes and all that other stuff, but as opposed to today, he looked at me wrong. It's like, sorry, but
Jerry, I think you remember when I would DJ at the 57 or MC, you would DJ, and you had to shadow me before you started the next day. And remember, on Thursdays, we would always do the wet T-shirt contest where the girls had to get on the riding bull. Yeah. And then we had to pick like 5 guys out of the club, and they would sit there with super soakers. I mean, we're talking barrels this big, and they would shoot the girl. And I don't know if you remember, there was a lady that was African American. Mm-hmm. You could imagine they put a white beater on her. She got on that thing, and oh my God, dude, the guys were like, just give her the money. And I mean, even husbands were like pushing their wives away, like, yeah, keep getting her. But those were great times. No one fought, no one got killed, nobody. I mean,
no skin, no win.
Dude, you go across, it was like walking down New York City at night. New York never sleeps. Well, Nuevo Laredo never slept, dude. I mean, you could eat at restaurants, you could walk everywhere, and it was always a party.
It didn't matter. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the morning, it was the same amount of people.
Yeah. I mean, there was a couple of girls that, you had to be carried home, but, there were some that were like, can you throw my girlfriend in your van and take her across? And I'm like, yeah, we can't do that. But it's like you said, quick. Nowadays.
So big shout out going out to Danny Boys in the house.
Danny.
Danny
Oh,
boy.
Danny Boy and the Screwdrivers. Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah.
Also, got to send a
The
shout out
Tequila
real quick,
Sunrises.
going out to DJ Kicks. DJ Kicks is in the building. Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
great mix today, man. It was a damn good mix. I heard it today. Damn good mix.
Shout out to DJ Kicks on the Latin lunch break at noon every day. Gateway City Radio. Download the app for free. So, hey, Jorge Cardenas says, Senior Frogs felt like an old palenque where they'd have cockfights, LOL, top level and all.
That was in Morris Town.
There was a buffet they had on Sunday.
Really?
Oh my God, the food was fantastic. And I would go and I would take my significant other and we would go and have the lunch buffet at Senior Frogs. And man, that food was like prepared by chef. It was delicious. Delicious. It was awesome. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, as the years have progressed, is the club. Well, first of all, let me back up a little bit. When was the last time y'all went to a club pre-Rona?
Cowboys.
ooh. Yeah.
When we had that concert.
Yeah, the Drew Fish.
Drew Fish concert. That was the only last time we've been to it. Well, working wise, but partying wise, I think the 90s, man.
The 90s.
Well, no,
Nah.
I'm lying. Graham Central Station.
Yeah. Graham.
No, it was last year in Vegas.
Oh, I've seen the pictures.
So, Chris, let's talk about that for a little bit.
Sure.
So, I understand that you have a very popular. That that you're spinning over there at a Vegas station. Talk to us a little bit about that. What's the genre? How did that hookup happen, and so on?
Well, the station is called, it's an internet radio station, okay, called 22.3 Takeover Vegas Radio. The owner of the station is owned by my niece, Imani Ortiz. And she lives in Vegas and says, hey, I'm thinking about putting the station together. What do I do? Now, the type of station that she has, it's called what we would call day part. It's not one format, it's many different formats, throughout the day. And I just happen to do mixes, the drive at 5, the 5 o'clock drive. It's called All Mixed Up because I'm, 1 week could be R&B, next week could be pop, 90s pop, or I'll have guest DJs like Bad Boy Bill, Bobby D. I'll have DJs from pretty much all over the place. I even have had DJ Tommy, who's the head DJ from Forensi's. I've even had him on there. And like I said, it's a show that goes on every Friday, 5 o'clock Vegas time, 7 o'clock our time. And it is an internet radio station that really is like a no-holds-barred kind of thing. The radio station is heard in over 150 countries and over 500 cities. And this month they're going to be launching their merchandise line. So,
yeah, I thought I saw you, doing a red carpet or something.
Honestly, the station every year, it's sad that a station that is in Vegas recognizes the time I put in. Every year they have an award show. And they give awards to the DJs, and even have most listened to. Myself, and when the station first started, myself and DJ Wacko won Best Mix Show, and I won Smoothest Voice. Last year it was held at the MGM Grand. And afterwards it was an after party at a club called Off the Record, which is inside the MGM Grand. And I got a trophy, and it was awesome. They were coming in from out of town. The room was comped, blah, blah, blah.
Nice.
I had a blast. I'm going to say negative stuff, but they're the only ones that have done an award show that appreciate it. And again, I'm way over here.
You know, we were actually going to do something like that this year. Kind of like what we're doing right now is kind of our salute to the older guys here that have been doing it for a good little minute. And but it wasn't just going to be hip hop, you know, it was going to be all genres, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? But then the Rona hit, and well, you know, kind of can't do all that no more. But as soon as it goes away, we're definitely gonna do that because we feel over here that you know, the DJ these days just doesn't get the proper props. I don't know if that's the right word I'm saying.
Without recognition, yeah. No, I'm with you.
That doesn't get their respect.
And not to knock everybody else, but you know, if you can DJ or you're a musician and you can hang in Laredo, trust me, you go anywhere else, they can't compare to you. They really can't. They really can't.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. You know, you're absolutely right. So I mean, why it is like that here, I don't know, but we're definitely gonna do something about it here pretty soon. So you guys see yourselves doing radio as long as you can, or do you plan on calling it quits any day? Or see, because in my particular case, I've actually tried to leave music many times over the years, and somehow, some way, music slowly creeps back to me and I'm back over here again. I slowly started, hey, that microphone looks pretty cool, and hey, let me put some foam on the wall, and you know.
Bro, it's like the mob. You can't get out. You know too much.
Yeah.
You know, Kev, I don't know. What about
I mean, to you know, I've spoken to several young people who are radio DJs now, and you know, they build an additional Instagram page just for their fans, and it's like, you know, it's not about image, it's not about, you know, that. And I asked them, I go, why are you in radio? Oh, it's because it pays well and I'm getting popular because I want to be popular. You know what? I joined radio for the passion. You know, I mean, you know, Chris and I could walk into any radio station, hit the mic, and tear it up like crazy. Chris and I go and Chris and I, we always, you know, we host the Life Fair, we host, you know, all these other things, you know, and we do it for the passion. Why? Because one, to be a DJ, you got to be a people's person. You got to be willing to deal. You know, yes, we do get people that come up to you and they've been waiting for you in the parking lot for 3 hours, and they go up to you, oh, can I have a shirt? You give them a shirt, and then they come back, oh, that shirt was for my dad. Could I have another shirt? You got to be patient. You know, you can't just sit there and be mean to them. Why? Because you're representing that station, and it's going to look bad on them, not you. And second of all, the pay, I'm going to be honest with you, the pay's there, but it could be better. But like I said, Chris and I, we've been in this for so long. You know, it's our passion. There's times where we're broadcasting live and another station's broadcasting live, and the girl's spending more time taking selfies and doing live Facebooks than focusing on her remote. Because top, you got to be a minute 30 or less than a minute on your remote. You got to get this much into this much, and they're there on the air for 5 minutes. Honestly, turn the radio off. And I go up to them, hey, why don't you read this and read that? Oh, it's because I got to read everything. No, read this paragraph, that's one break. Read this paragraph, that's another break. Read this paragraph, that's another break. And sound excited because you sound like you don't want to be here. Well, why do you know? I go, 25 years later, bro, you're gonna argue with me. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
You know, we're there to help out.
It's not about it's I mean, it just happens that, you know, we have a certain talent that, you know, that we'll look for. Like, you know, when Kevin gets up on stage, like at the jalapeno, come on, man, come on. You know he's going to tear it up. And you can hear the people, and you can hear him all the way across. And it's like, wow, yeah, it's Kevin on stage. Yeah, it is. Where's the stage at? Well, on the other side of the field. You know, and he does a fantastic job every year. And that's why, you know, it's not something, I mean, honestly, I didn't go to a college. I never took a college course to learn how to talk on radio or how to do production. I never did any of that. I sat down adamantly with Al Rubio, who showed me the fundamentals, and the person that sat with me to do production, believe it or not, was the one and only Bobby Macias.
Bobby Macias, por si acaso no sabías. Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Masters. Yeah.
Tu sabes, carnal.
Yeah. Yeah, I was at this a while back while I was still recording music and stuff. I actually had a session over there at his studio in McAllen, man. You walk in there, and you're like, what the fuck, dude? Seriously? It's ridiculously awesome, man. I was like, damn, dude. But you look at it on the outside, it's like, do I need a tetanus shot? But when you go inside, it's like, oh, damn. This place is badass.
You know,
He has invited me and my son to go, and we've taken pictures when they did the anniversary thing when they came here to Laredo.
Yeah.
But and like I said, none but love for Bobby, man.
Yeah.
He was the only guy that sat down with me and said, mira bro, let me explicar. I was like, okay. So no, I mean, but I find it humorous that I get these kids from the school, and they tell me, well, I already know how to do production. I said, well, no, let me show you how to, I know I took a course. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah. I saw a YouTube video.
Yeah, so I tell them, okay, look in that corner over there. Okay, that's where the camera's at. Go to that corner over there, and that's where you go cry in the fetal position when you can't get stuff done.
Yeah.
You know, and now these kids nowadays, they go to do production, they do everything on a computer. But back in the day, we had nothing. We had to spend 4 to 5 hours in a room with a reel-to-reel for just a 30-second spot. We're cutting and splicing, and no. And we didn't use the computers back in the day. We had cart machines, we had CDs, and and if you had to use the restroom, you had to put at least, if it was a pee break, you had to put like a 4-minute break and get in there a song and then do the restroom, come back. Now, if you had to go number 2, you had to put a 17-minute song, which was what record?
Sometimes, man, don't let me be misunderstood.
There you go. 17-minute song. Boom. Perfect.
When I came in, it was when the computer had finally taken over and Cool Edit Pro was, it. Of course, later, Cool Edit Pro, man. Of course, later it was bought by Adobe. Now it's called Edition. So, I still have that, man. I still have Cool Edit Pro on a CD somewhere. So
now here's the thing. A lot of kids don't understand. When I had to do the mixes, like Kevin said, reel to reel, a grease pencil, and a razor blade. Cut
and Q-tips.
Oh my God! And then you had to cut all these mixes, and they were in little like strips, right? And then you would put them on the table. And then one time, I had a sneeze. All the little pieces flew, man. I don't know. I had to start all over again because I had no idea what was what.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, my God, dude.
Hey, I'm going to do a surprise giveaway. Shout out going out to Jessie Salazar. I'm going to give her the cookie platter. Congratulations, Jessie. It's a surprise win for you.
Going out to who?
Going out to Jessie Salazar. Jessy Salazar. She just won the cookie platter from Sweet Pea Bakery. $25.
DJ Kicks says 17 minutes. Goddamn, pinche stairway to heaven, man. Let's take a jump.
Yeah, it was.
Here's the breakdown. Santa Esmeralda, don't let me be misunderstood, was 16 minutes, and you put it on the turntable, -2. The
other album was Inagata de Vida.
Ooh, yeah.
You couldn't really do that one because, so we had to do Rain, Guns N' Roses. Original version is 12 minutes. And you put it back to back with Meatloaf. I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that. Album version, another 12 minutes.
Hey, real quick, shout out going out to Cynthia Aquino. She says, big shout out going out to Special K / Texas Bull. What's up, compadre?
That's
Also got
my son's godmother.
to send a big shout out going out to Big Lou, who's watching the broadcast. Send a little
Big Lou.
send a little sidebar and good show. Shout out to Big Lou. You know, when I went into, speaking of Big Lou, when I went into radio before I went to go do the sound system stuff with A Train, it was actually Big Lou where I was following around and stuff, carrying and stuff, helping. I didn't know where to plug in the RCA cables, and this was over there at New York. And he's like, "Here you go, man, plug it in because we're running late." And I'm looking at these cables like, yeah, see, I don't know exactly where this goes. And he's like, "Bro, the red is for the red, the white is for the white. It's not that hard, bro." I was like, "Oh, my bad." Shout out to Big Lou, man.
You know, going back to
Let me jump in on this because it's about Big Lou.
Okay.
One time, Big Lou says, "Hey, man, let's go party." I said, "All right, let's go party." So I asked for a pass. So myself and Big Lou and my cousin, okay, and her friend, we went to Forensi's. And my cousin went in, and you know, when they break up with their boyfriend, they get all brave and violent, and you know, they get all tough.
Right.
Big Lou and I, we were going, you know, hand to hand drinking purones and our regular drinks. And man, we were both just, you know, sloshed at the end of the night. It was crazy. Well, my cousin, who had broken up with her boyfriend, she was angry drinking, okay? And she was yelling at us, "I can't believe you guys, look how big you two are and look how compared to me. And you guys are drunk and I drank more than you." I'm like, yeah, me, you know. And Big Lou kind of looked at me like, "Dude, I feel bad, man. This chick drunk us under the table." She was matching with us. Like, yeah, I feel bad about that too. So we made my cousin go buy his tacos.
No, I was always afraid to drink with Big Lou, man. I ain't even gonna lie, dude. I was like, no, I can't.
His backyard get-togethers were legend.
No, I just wanted to jump in and you know, like we've been around for so long, and you know, we've seen DJs that are DJs now come from the bottom up, and I'm talking from the bottom. I got to give a shout out to Danny Boy. He literally was Bobby Macias's like only roadie. I mean, this guy would take speakers here, and Bobby Macias had humongous sound systems, like concert size lights and everything. Danny Boy would. Yeah, he does. And Danny Boy would, I mean, he would roadie everything. And I remember one time we were at a club broadcasting live, and we took Danny Boy with us, and because Bobby was there too. And I think it was like a concert or something. And some dude bumped into me, and Danny Boy being like 5'2" and me being 6 foot something, I don't know how tall he is, but you know what? I got to give him a shout out because that day he actually went up to the guy and he's like, "Yeah, like what the," you know, like he got in his face and said, "You don't touch him, you don't mess with him." So Danny Boy was a roadie, a security guard, and a bodyguard all at the same time. But you know what? I got to praise him. You know, look where he's at now. He's got his own radio station, his own radio show. I still got love for Danny Boy, and I got to say,
he's still doing it, man. He's still doing it.
He's still doing it, and that's why I got to say, you know, even me and Chris were lucky that we got recruited into radio. We didn't have to like start from the ground up. I mean, we got recruited, and you know, for Danny Boy from starting from ground zero all the way up to where he's at now. I mean, you guys got to praise him. You know, people have negative comments about him, but you don't know him like we do, and he's always been a very, very awesome person, and we're very blessed to have him in our lives.
Yeah, man. I mean, I met Danny Boy through Bobby Macias and DJ Slinky and stuff, and we were doing a wedding or something, and Slinky hired him to MC it or whatever. And the couple times that I've talked to Danny, you know, for online radio stuff, you know what I'm saying? You know, very gracious with information. He isn't one of those guys that are like, "No, I can't, you know, let you go." No, man. Straight up, dude. So I listen to La Mejor from time to time. I ain't even in the front. You know what I'm saying? I mean, It is what it is. You know, because at the end of the day, we all got to support each other. Because I mean, we're all popping up online radio. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, Gateway City Radio has been in existence. The second version of it has been in existence for 3 years already. We actually, the first attempt at this was in 2015 2015, maybe something like that. I don't know. No, I'm lying. 2012. In 2012 was the first inception of this, and then we had to come back. Got a little bit older. We know what we're doing now, but I try to give props to everybody that if you're cool with me, I'm cool with you, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way it should be, really, and stuff. So big shout out to everybody trying to do it, especially online and stuff.
It's a brother and sisterhood. That's what it is. We support each other. Doesn't matter what shirt you wear. I mean, we all bleed red. We all same human, and if I can help out somebody, I'll help out somebody. And I know Chris is the same way too. Like we're down to help anybody out. I mean, we're considered legends. And, it's funny when somebody comes up to me and says, "Hey, my mom and dad used to listen to you on the radio." It's like, what the hell? Like,
wow.
I'm like, I'm that old. Okay.
I actually, and that kind of freaked me out because that did happen to me a couple years ago. This young man says, "Hey, man, can you help me out with this? I'm trying to get into the business and that." I'm like, "Man, this kid's passionate. I'm going to help you out, man." All right, man. So I kind of started helping him on this and that. And, he's been doing the grunt work and whatnot. And then one day, I was at the Make-A-Wish at the mall, and this kid came to perform. I mean, he was working somewhere else. He came on his lunch break, and he performed, and he rocked it. And people were coming by because of this kid, right? Well, this kid says, "Hey, man, my mom and dad say hi." I'm like, "Oh shoot, I'm trying to think, man, where do I know him from?" And he goes, "Yeah, let me show you a picture of him." I had known his dad for years. His wife used to play with my wife in the guitar ensemble, and when I got married in '99, they were our actual marriage counselors, and this kid was their son, and it was none other than Ricky Ram from the Ricky Ram Band. So wow, okay. And he's like, "Yeah, my dad said you're cool. You're one of the good guys to hang around with." I'm like, well, maybe you should talk to Kevin about that because he still blames me for getting him drunk.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what, Jerry? Can we do another giveaway? Let's do a cap and a shirt. Sponsored by Open. A cap and a shirt together as one gift. And I don't know. What club were we talking about the most? What club did Chris get me drunk at from my first time? Put it on my messenger or put it on the phone number on the screen. And whoever gets their answer correct will get a hat and a t-shirt brought to you by Open. Shout out going out to Pablo Nunez, the CEO and owner of the company. Great man and one of my great sponsors.
All right. So let's see here.
Let's see whoever gets the question. I'm looking at my messenger right now, so right there. Whoever can answer what club did Chris get me drunk at? Call the number or send me a message in your name, and we'll get you that cap and shirt sheet.
And don't forget, the person that shares this the most will receive a 1 liter bottle of hand sanitizer courtesy of Mr. Stream Platinum.
Is that the one that's made out of gasoline?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Another club that I actually DJ'd at was Club Ecstasy over there by Movies 12 on the Soto Plaza. And that was an amazing club too, because the DJ booth stuck out above the dance floor. So it was like you're in a spaceship. It was really, really cool. So shout out going out to them.
I think we have an answer in the comments section, gentlemen. I don't know if y'all can see the comments here on the side, the very last one. Is that correct?
We can't see anything. Elizabeth, no, we didn't. That's not the answer. That was the answer to the other question. But what club did Chris get me drunk at? And I MC'd and he DJ'd.
Wait, hold on.
It was a 2-level club.
Oh, and it was a 2-level club.
2-level club. The DJ booth was up in the second part, so we looked down at the crowd.
Okay, yeah, because somebody called and text right now saying Cowboys, but that's not the right answer.
Oh, this is in the 90s. We're talking about the 90s. We're not talking about today.
This is the 90s.
No. And if it was at Cowboys, it's not true because I don't get drunk on the job. Chris knows what I'm talking about. So. So far nobody messaging. So
nobody. Yeah, and the answer was incorrect. So
yeah, what club did Chris and I work at where I got drunk for the first time? And no, I'm sorry, Bean. You cannot win, Bean. Your roommate cannot win. No, I was kidding. So once again, what club did we work at a cross in the 90s where we had a damn good time and I got drunk for the first time?
Somebody is texting Vibe, but that's not it either.
That's not it.
The 90s. The
90s, not today.
I think George, I'm looking at the messenger. Or in the comments.
Yeah, on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
No, I don't see him.
George Cardenas.
Do I click chat?
Well, he has two answers there, but I don't want to say nothing because I want you guys to confirm.
We literally talked about this club like crazy today.
Yeah. He put the first one, which was wrong, and then he went to the second one. So the second one is correct.
The second one is correct. Kevin, can you confirm in the comments?
I can't see the comments.
The comments are in the layout. Chris, how are you seeing the comments?
It's on the right-hand side. There's private chat and then comments, and then I just click comments and scroll all the way down.
Is there a tab? No?
No. Well, the correct answer is Plaza San Miguel.
So Jorge Cardenas is correct. He's the only person that has answered Plaza San Miguel. So congratulations to Jorge Cardenas.
Jorge, go ahead and message me on my messenger under Kevin Morrison Jr. and send me your information, and I could get in touch with you to give you the shirt and cap. We still have another shirt and cap to give away, but we're going to let Chris give that one away.
Let's see. There's Vivant Studio Disco back in the day. Everyone went there for their prom after bash, right?
And Barrows.
Oh. And then if you were in the Chris crowd and you were done drinking at Vivant's, we would go behind Vivant's across the street, and there was another drinking club called Egipcias. That was a good time.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Uncle Hurrikane shaking his head. Oh, no, man. Talk about that. Of course, we were there for a while.
I can't say anything because my wife's in the living room and she's like looking at me, so we're gonna keep that a secret.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm clear. And then
what was that club that we went to where we walked in and that chick hit me with a ping pong ball?
That was at another area.
Yeah,
remain.
Yeah, where the original Father Rooster was.
Yeah.
And outside the Rooster, they had the greatest taco stand ever. Down the street was the Tamico. My personal favorite was the 123, which is what you're talking about. Yeah. I think we can't touch any more on that one.
Yeah. Hey, big shout out going out to Astrid out in San Antonio watching the broadcast. Big shout out going out to you. What up?
Corona City.
Yeah, I say the same thing, Ronan City.
You get infested just thinking about San Antonio.
My sister lives out there, but she fortunately she's working from home, so it's all good.
Good. Very
So all right. So we're going to. So Chris, are you looking for someone to name the area more or less you were talking about?
Wow, man, we're totally on two different things. What are you looking for? Well, I'm looking for a person who won't press charges, but we ain't talking about that.
Alex says it was Disneyland.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Yes, it was Disneyland. Hey, do you remember that? Do you remember that club, Chris, that we used to party at? We also did a remote. Was called Freedoms, where they give away cell phones.
Yes.
They would give away Boost cell phones.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we didn't know if there were. What do you
You
call
didn't
them?
ask. You didn't ask. You say, hey, look, I got a free phone. Yay! I'll go across and go connected.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Freedoms was a good club too.
Oh, that was a great club. Let's see. What's a good question? Um, okay. If you're listening to this whole thing that we're doing, what did I do Sunday mornings as to your Fox?
Oh yeah.
Wake up.
There you go. Well, first person you can message or even you can call 956-704-1919. The number is 956-704-1919. Call in or you can message in. It doesn't matter. We got stuff we want to give away.
This is the prize right here. This and the shirt.
So
Shout out
that's
to Open, our sponsors.
shout out to Open. You can find them on Facebook. Open NV. So check out their product line.
Yeah.
So
Any other questions you want to bring out?
Let's tell them our famous story about when we did the sticker attack. Chris and I would do sticker attacks every Friday. So we drive around. If you had a Energy 98 sticker on your car, we would stop you and give you a goodie bag, which had a CD, Wendy's passes, Unicorn restaurant passes. I mean, this bag was full. And one time, this guy had a 98 sticker on his car, but we pulled up next to him. And this guy was literally smoking the biggest joint in the world as he was driving. And Chris just says, give me the bag. I'm like, bro, we only got one left. Just give me the bag. So we gave him the bag. We threw it in his window and into his car. And he looks at it and he goes, thanks, man. I was about to go eat because I'm freaking starving. So he ended up at Wendy's, but he was stoned as hell. But the joint was like this long and like this big. We thought it was a toilet paper roll.
2 biggie fries, 2 biggie drinks, 2 single burgers. Big hello to Rick and Dora for locking in right now. Thanks so much.
Okay, now we see the comments. There we go.
Yeah, pa' qué?
Yeah.
next week we're gonna have some face masks that we're gonna be giving away. Also, it's a new design. It says "Not today, Rona" on the face mask. So we'll be giving those away next week. So, and then of course, if you want to subscribe to Spinning Chris Pornhub channel, you definitely can. Find your business and subscribe. So remember, the first person to answer what would Spinning Chris do in the mornings on Sundays is going to win the open cap and hat. You can either comment or you can call 956-704-1919.
956-704-1919.
You know, and you know, real quick, you know, when we were doing radio, I mean, in my opinion, that you know, you meet a lot of great people. I got to give a shout out going out to Peter Alvarez, man. That guy, the voice. I mean, he taught me so much. Because of him, I was able to. Well, I used to be, you know, a station voice and do voices, you know, in other cities, you know, and that's a big thing. So, I mean, I look back and it's like, man. Chris and I could literally write a book. I mean, we've done so much. I mean, you name it, we've been there, we've done it.
Well, I'm actually in the process of, I got to wait one more year till the statute of limitations fall off. I am going to be writing my memoirs. It's going to be called My Life in Radio, What Was I Thinking? So, but I got one more year to go. Then we're good.
Nah, man. See, me, I got into radio because, yeah, I loved music. I always have. But I actually got into music, radio because I was mad. You know what I'm saying? So I had just broken up with my ex-girlfriend when I was living in San Antonio.
What's her name?
I don't even remember, to be honest.
What's her address? I'll find her. And what the hell?
So I'm driving in my Firebird with the T-tops down with my ironing board sticking out, right? And then I hear a commercial on Next And I remember like it was yesterday, Sammy, you hear his liner go, "Are you looking for fame and fortune? Well, then disregard this commercial. But if you want to be on the radio, stop by 505, whatever, whatever." Hey, shout out going out to Letty Love. Some of the fondest memories were working in the radio. God bless you guys. Stay safe.
What's up,
Shout
Letty? I remember
out
Letty.
to Letty Love
Great DJ.
in the building. Great DJ. Great DJ. So I pulled up with my ironing board sticking out, and I basically harassed Super Dave for like, like a month. Like a month. Every other day I would call, "Hey, did y'all look at my application? Hey, did y'all look at my application?" And then finally he got fed up and he's like, "Nah, bro. No, we haven't looked at it. We'll call you. Stop calling us. We will call you." I'm like, "All right." So I figured I'd give him a break. So I started calling him every 3 days. "Hey, did you look at my application? Did you look at my application?" And then finally, after a month, I was like, "You know what? I guess this isn't gonna pan out." Like, all right, whatever. And then, sure enough, I get a phone call. "Hey, we would like you to come and do a air check." I was like, "All right." So when I went in there, the guy ahead of me had just finished, and I was like, "Shit. Okay, how am I gonna get Super Dave to like remember me?" You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I gonna, So I lied. Shout out to Super Dave. I lied and I said it was in the old 1490 AM booth. Seven, you remember that one? And
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Okay, hey, I think I pressed the wrong button. I'm not sure." So he's like, "Oh man." So here comes Super Dave, and he's like, he's looking around. He's like, "You didn't." And I knew that he was going to play it in front of me, and he's listening to it, and he's like, "Oh, it sounds pretty good, actually. You can." And this is the first time I ever heard the word enunciate.
Yeah, that's Dave's still that's still his word today.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So when he gave me the little card, I figured, okay, I got to read this as clearly and as properly as I can. He's like, "Oh man, you can enunciate your words good." I'm like, "I speak good, man." So, and then
All right.
another 2 weeks happened and stuff, and I was like, "Well, I guess I ain't gonna. We need you to come in for some training on the weekend. We're not gonna pay you, but you're gonna be here all day on Saturday." So then after 4 Saturdays, I guess he saw that I wasn't going away. He gave me the job part-time. Like, I can honestly say that I earned my spot through the door, man, because híjole, dude, I don't see that kind of persistence
There you go.
days anymore. I see a lot of when we were running the FM station, I got a lot of kids, and we play local music because we like to support the locals. Because I was a local artist at one point, but I can't help but notice that a lot of these younger generations are like, "Hey, man, no, this is literally what we would get. Hey, my track's badass. You're gonna love it. Let me know what time you're gonna play it." Straight up, and I'm like, "Excuse you, bro?" I go, "First of all, it needs to be edited with no bad words, and two, it's gotta not suck ass, and you gotta go through the ringer like everybody else. I don't want to hear that you recorded it in the toilet." You know what I'm saying? Like, you want it to be on the air, it's got to be good. And they would get mad because I tell them that. I'm like, "Bro, all I'm doing is telling you what they would tell me. If you don't like it, you can go down the street to 106 and see what they tell you. If they'll be interested in playing your track, like not even that stuff." So but because the whole SoundCloud and Mixcloud and all that other cloud stuff, everybody gets this big ego of, "Oh well, I get there was this one guy here locally. I'm not gonna say his name, but he told me, "Yeah, man, I get at least 100,000 plays per month on my tracks." I'm like, "Cool. If that's the case, why are you talking to me? Why don't you got a manager, doing all this stuff for you, bro?" So, oh yeah. And
When I first met Super Dave, when I got recruited, when Michael J was showing me around the studio, when I walked into the studio, the control room, I just see this tall guy high fade hair, a cut off sleeveless shirt with jeans and Doc Martens. I mean, this guy looked like he could stomp the crap out of you. And then, after knowing him and everything, he had the afternoon show, so he pretty much had the rock show. Now, he actually did a show on Sundays or Saturday nights where he crammed local bands into that studio, and this studio is the size of a closet. And I don't know how they had to put the drummer in the hallway, and then they had to put the rest of the guys around in the studio. And I mean, the guy made it happen. He had the #1 rock show. We pretty much played everything. But yeah, Silver Day's a good guy, man. I mean,
Alternative World, and I know the story behind that one. Because they would say, hey, you know what? If you play guitar and you're in the band, we'll give you a shot. You can play your song on the air, blah blah blah. Well, this guy came in. He brought his entire band and groupies. Okay, and we're talking about the studio. I don't know, smaller than your bathroom, and there was like 50 people in it. And next thing I know, I get a call from the GM, Roberto Estrada, and he calls me. He goes, "I need you at the station now." All right, okay, what happened? So he is beyond upset, right, when I get there, and he just tells me, "Go on here. I'll find someone to work for you tonight." Like, okay. Super Dave and Jam Enrique Hernandez was suspended for 2 weeks for bringing an entire band inside the control room, and they were just had beer. It was epic, man. It was great. It was the greatest, bro. Like, well, you do a little something wrong, but you live immortally.
My brother used to say the ass whooping is the same at midnight as it is at 5 in the morning. The only difference is you're gonna have a better story at 5 in the morning.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Shout out to Letty Love, who says no payment, ha ha ha, but nothing felt better than those food comp coupons. Damn right, I lived off of those damn Wendy's coupons and Coyote whatever and all that other stuff.
Oof. Oof.
Oh man. So I guess nobody was paying attention to what you were doing, Chris, in the morning on Sunday. So we might have to switch it up a little bit.
Go on, Kevin. Go on, man. You give it away. You got the better questions.
What was the name of the club that was on the corner of Del Mar?
Oh,
The original. And I have to give a shout out because when I used to go to that club, Mouth of the South was the MC.
Shout out to
DJ and DJ Slim was the DJ. This guy was like the skinniest DJ. And as soon as I walked in there, never met Mouth of the South in my life. And he knew who I was, and he was like, "Bro, here's the mic, do it." And I DJ'd a little bit. But
DJ
then
Slim
he ended up working at 106 with me when I was at 106. I actually took over Bobby's shift. And then I remember training you, Jerry. I remember training you on Saturday.
Yeah.
And it wasn't no sugar-coated training either. It was like, you're gonna do it right, like
it was you and it was Sammy, actually.
Sammy, me, and I think A-Train, because I trained A-Train too.
Well, no, A-Train came in after me.
Yeah.
So I think you did train a little bit.
I remember I had to come in. Dave called me. He goes, "Come in on the Saturday. I need you to train somebody." I'm like, "Okay." And then when Chris told me that, "Hey, I got a guy coming in on Saturday," I'm like, "Damn, flashbacks! Like, really? Like, y'all see trainer written on my shirt?" No, but it's an honor. But if anybody can name that club, the original name of the club that was on the corner of Del Mar, the original
201 West Del Mar on the corner of. No, it was on Del Mar. That's it. Never mind.
It was in that plaza.
It was in
Yeah. It's someone could message me.
Mouth of the South ran that, man. He did a fantastic job.
He did it. And of course, the answer is not Go Bananas. It wasn't Go Bananas. It was a name before that. And I remember, and it was a damn good club. And it was by numbers. That was the name of the club.
Yeah, I remember that club too.
That's where I actually went and saw Dead or Alive.
Yeah.
They went in and performed there.
I remember that.
Damn, George, did you just win?
Yeah.
Huicho was saying it's cocktails, but it's not cocktails, Huicho. So Jose Salinas, it's not cocktails.
And it's not Go Bananas, George.
It's not Go Bananas.
Or Fuegos.
Or Fuegos.
And that was a good club. It was small, but it was amazing how you could fit so many people in there. And DJ Slim and Mouth of the South, I mean, amazing duo. I mean, you couldn't replace that.
That was awesome, and it was a tiny club, but man, it was good. It was a good party.
Yeah, it was, and you know, let's see, and people know it's not go bananas, folks. We're just telling you that. Are you mental?
Oof, you ain't gotta get mad.
I'm not getting mad. I'm getting even. So, anyways, yeah. So, I mean, so many clubs back in the day, and you know, even in Laredo, when the club started, you know, coming over here, you know, besides Graham's, you know, it was good. You know, I mean, especially across, like you could go and go party across, and nobody bothered you, and nobody got into fights, and it was really good. So, no, it wasn't 201. LOL. Going up to Lulu Clark. You're close. You're off by like 4 numbers.
That they said she was a minor, so she, you know, I guess I'll forgive her a little bit on that one. But no, on Sundays, myself, a couple of guys, you know, Mad Dog, Al, sometimes AB, just Rapid, Gem and Rick, Super Dave. We would go to the Mercado, and we would drink at the Mercado and smoke cigars, man, on Sundays there. Yeah. That was such a good time, man. Oof. I miss those days.
You know what? I'm going to change the question up a little bit. If y'all can't get the club, and it's easy, it's the easiest name of the club, but what was the name of the record store where we would hold autograph parties for the groups that would come in? Whoever can answer that, I will give you the shirt and cap that we have left. Our last prize to give away. What was the name of that record store, music store at the mall that we used to have our autograph parties at?
You know, I remember when I used to do the giveaways, I used to throw the caps and shirts. This record store or CD shop, they would give me a hat like every other week.
You know what? They got to call. No more commenting. They got to call if they want.
Oh, we changed the question.
Oh, okay. What's the question?
The question is, what was the name of the record store at the mall that we used to hold the autograph parties at back in the 90s?
Easy, but they got to call.
They got to call.
967-04-1919.
Yes.
That they saying that she had just turned 18 and she was fresh out of high school. Yeah. How old were you, Kevin, when I took you across?
I was 16. Yeah. I still hold that record, man. I was 16 years old, partying across, getting drunk as a DJ, but, you know. Of course, the answer to the club was Club 207. So nobody got that. It was Club 207, not 201. It was 207, but it's on 201 West Del Mar Boulevard.
Yeah.
But it's Club 207. But now the next question for the final prize, a cap and a shirt from Open, but you got to call 704-1919. What was the name of the store, the music store in the mall that we used to hold our autograph parties at? They were a huge sponsor of the thing.
And K7, Gillette, 69 Boys.
Fun Factory.
Oh, my God. Fun Factory. CNC Music Factory. I remember when K7 went, they actually closed the store, and they let these dudes just run loose inside the store, and those dudes were just buying up all kinds of stuff.
Well, you do remember when we went grocery shopping for 2 Unlimited.
Oh, my God.
$3,000 bill, and they never took anything. So Chris and I had groceries for a good couple of weeks.
Seriously,
And socks. Who asks for socks?
See, what happened was it was Gillette, right?
I'm sorry?
Which band was it that had that ridiculous writer?
It was 2 Unlimited.
Okay, 2 Unlimited. 2 Unlimited had there is what the band requires for them to be part of the show. Things, you know, it's like some people would request water, with a certain water, you know, it's a writer. This ridiculously long rider, and they sent myself and Kevin and I to go to was it Kroger at the time?
Albertsons.
Albertsons, and this thing, we went up and down this whole thing. It was close to $3,000 worth of just
Crap.
from bottled water to socks, which I don't get socks.
Gummy bears.
Gummy bears. They wanted certain type of chocolates, and they wanted all this before the show, right? Well, before the show, they would take like one bottle of water. They would take, the M&Ms, and that was it. They left everything behind. I'm like, what the hell's all this? You gotta take this. You asked for this.
Yep.
So Kevin and I ended up taking it home.
Bro,
Yep.
I know exactly what you're saying. When I used to work closely with Mario Casillas over there at San Ramon Record Shop, when we brought Chameleonaire, when he just did Riding Dirty, we Dirty Verdi, another local artist, footed the bill to bring him down to Laredo, right? And we had it at the Casa Blanca. And they asked for fresh sandwiches and chips and cases of soda and beer and all this crap, and they didn't take nothing, bro. Nothing.
And who was the artist?
Chameleonaire.
Never heard of her. No, I've heard of. I mean, Verdi, man. Verdi's my boy, man. Shout out to Verdi.
No. Yeah, man. Chameleonaire, Gonna Catch Me Riding Dirty.
Yeah, I never heard of her.
So yeah, man. That they did that. It's pretty messed up, man. But maybe they just do it just to do it.
956-704-1919. The number again is 956-704-1919. We have the autograph parties in Molde Norte. What was the name of the record or the CD?
Yeah, what was the name of the music store? The only music store, if I'm not mistaken, at the mall back in the day. That you would have your.
Okay, I'll give you another clue. It was actually next to JCPenney, and it's actually where Build-A-Bear is at right now.
Mm.
When they rebuilt that new section, that's where they put it, and it was like the store to go to and buy cassettes and CDs when they existed, but luckily for Chris and I, we used to get the CDs and before anybody did, and and we would get the CDs from the record company and records. And I got to give a shout out going out to Latino Funk, going out to Oscar, Crazy Boy Toby, and also to oh my God, Len, what was the other group? Not Latino Funk. Groove on Syndicate. Groove on Syndicate. We used to give them the albums, and when we used to do the mix shows on 98, they would actually. Well, actually, 98. The promoters would hire these DJs to be opening DJs for the groups. And we would give them the records, and I remember Crazy Boy, Oscar.
Hold on, we got a caller, boys. We got a caller. Hold on.
Somebody had a beat.
Caller, state your name.
My name is Huicho Salinas.
Huicho Salinas. How are you doing, man?
Pretty good.
You
I'm
enjoying?
a good friend of Kevin.
You're a good friend of Kevin. So I don't know if that qualifies you, man.
No, shout out to Huicho, man. He's a good friend of mine.
All right. So answer the question, if you would, Huicho. What was the name of the store, the only music store at the mall back in the day?
The only store I can think of back in the day was called Sam Goody.
That's it. There you go. Congratulations.
All right.
Yeah, Sam Goodies.
Yeah, I used to go to that store when I was a kid.
Well, all right, man. So
we say little because you're still little, man.
Well, all right. So Huicho is the winner of what again?
He is a winner of this awesome camouflage cap from Open, and of course, he is a winner of this shirt from our sponsors, Open. It says "Made in Laredo" with a barbecue pit.
Love it.
So he's going to get a cap and shirt, and of course, and also we want to, and that's all the prizes we have. So I want to thank all of our sponsors: 550 Pizza, Sweet Pea Bakery, going out to Mia Villarreal, and also going out to Open, Pablo Nunez, who is the CEO and owner of the company as well. So thank you so much for the sponsorship and helping us out, man. I mean, it's good, and also shout out to our winners, going out to Alex, going out to Jesse, going out to I believe Jorge.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we also had Huicho. So congratulations going out to our winners tonight, man. It was, you guys deserve it. It was good.
Congratulations, Wicho. Special K will get with you later to set that up, I guess.
Yeah, when I meet him at the gym, when I kill him on leg day, so we're good.
All right, man. Appreciate the call,
Hey.
Wicho. Is there anybody you wanna? Is there anybody you want to shout out or anything?
Yeah, shout out to my kids, Kylie and Donovan. Shout out to all the people in Laredo. Stay safe. Stay healthy and be happy.
Just do me one favor.
What's up? What's up?
What online station made you a winner, bro? He doesn't even know.
This is actually the first time I'm watching.
Oh, well then
I,
I need you to say Gateway City Radio TV.
Gateway City Radio TV. Awesome.
I'm sorry. Hold on, Wicho. I gotta do this, Chris. You know how we did it. Okay, so you're the winner, Wicho. Congratulations of an open cap and T-shirt. Just tell me what station's number one in music and fun.
Gateway City TV.
Close enough.
Not word. Close enough. That's not word.
No, that's not what we were angling for, but yeah, you're the man.
Yeah, we'll give it to you that one. But it was actually supposed to be Energy 98.1.
Yeah, I know. I was expecting that too. I was like, what? All right, appreciate it, Wicho. Thank you so much for calling.
Thanks, man.
Well, it's good to know that the phone system works pretty good.
That's good, man. Shout out, congratulations, man. It was awesome. So
we have one last thing, boys. One last thing. Let me just wank it out right here. This is 1 liter of the good stuff, of the hand sanitizer.
Man, I thought that was vodka. I ain't gonna lie.
No.
I thought it was KY jelly.
I know.
What's up?
And this, of course, is brought to you by Mr. Stream Platinum. Enjoy TV again for only $40 a month. You get all the channels, literally all the channels, the premiums, the video on demand, the new movies, old movies, all that good stuff. You definitely want to check out Mr. Stream Platinum, 956-625-5552. And they are sponsoring all of the stuff that, the face masks, the hand sanitizers, the micro brand spray, all that stuff is what they're. So the person that was to share this broadcast the most was going to win. So let's tally up. I need to put a drum roll effect in here pretty soon. Let me see. Let's tally it up. Okay, 7, 8, 9. Do a little more counting. All right. Damn. Okay. I'm still counting. I was like, dude. Okay.
1, 2.
7.
I'm a unicorn.
And the winner of this week's one,
Big tasty.
and the winner of the 1 liter of
vodka.
Of hand sanitizer, the good stuff, man, not the diluted stuff, the good stuff, is going out to Claudia Guzman.
Congratulations.
Shout out to Claudia Guzman.
Thank you, Claudia.
You are the winner. So thank you very much. And man, we had a good old time. I got a lot of people sending me side messages talking about, hey man, you guys are taking me back memory lane and all that stuff. But I'm like, why didn't you just say it in the comments? Hello.
No, I would read it in the comments.
Yeah, I would read it too.
But it's all good.
There's always next time.
Yeah. Let the Love said, ha ha ha, but I did party at Graham Central Station.
I remember because we had our Christmas party at from 106 at Graham's, and I remember Letty walked in with this really skin tight red dress, and she was like, "Hey guys, how do I look?" She couldn't dance, she couldn't breathe, and I was like, "Are you serious?" She goes, "Well, it looks good," and I'm like, "Okay." So if you look at our Christmas picture, she's like trying to suck it in, because she couldn't move. But yeah, I remember that dress. So, and she was, great DJ too, man. She was amazing.
She says, "Yeah, have a great evening. Stay safe, and God bless." And God bless you, Lucky, because she's a teacher now. And I remember when she was going to school for all that stuff. So, mad
Yeah.
props to her because that's not an easy job. You know
No.
what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Shout
So
out to the teachers.
shout out
Shout
to
out to all the teachers.
you know who I want to send a special shout out to that they don't get no credit for, no credit. Shout out going out to the janitors that clean the hospitals. Shout out to them because we hear a lot about the first responders, the doctors and the nurses and all that stuff, and they do a great job. But somebody else is also cleaning those rooms, man. So I want to send a shout out going out to the cleaning staff. You know what
The
I'm saying?
janitorial staff.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Not only at the hospitals, you got it harder, but also to the janitors at all the schools. They didn't have the summer or the summer off. No, they've been cleaning since March.
Mhm.
So thank you so much, for everything that you do. I appreciate you guys, and I mean, it takes a special person to be a teacher, and God bless you, man. I mean, my goodness.
Letty says
You do not have an easy job. You do not have an easy job. So,
Letty says teaching made her quit radio. Oh well.
I want to give a shout out real quick going out to, a lot of people think it's no big deal, but honestly, shout out to all the men and women fighting overseas, still fighting for our freedom, putting their lives at risk every day. I mean, they're still fighting this war that's never going to end. And we're fighting a war over here with the COVID-19, but that COVID's been around for years. But, shout out going out to all my friends and all my family members who are serving in the military right now. So shout out to you. And also to, and of course, Chris will agree with me, going out to TJ and all the men and women in LPD, Sheriff's Department, constables, all precincts. I mean, you guys are awesome. Also to Sheriff Cuellar and Harold Davali, and going out to City Council. I mean, these guys are probably getting no sleep dealing with all this stuff, going out to the mayor and everybody. I mean, but shout out to Laredo Police Department. But we had some stories about TJ, but we that's for another time.
Oh no, the story about TJ, that's in my book, man. I can't.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, seriously, to the men and women, all armed forces, Marines, Army, Air Force, Navy, shout out to you guys. Also to all the veterans, man. I know it's hard trying to get back on your feet after going through what you all went through. I know because my dad's military, so he's retired Air Force, so I know how it is, but shout out to everybody out there.
Yeah.
I want to send a shout out to the homie over there. They live in Abu Dhabi, actually. And I sent them a message real quick because of the thing that happened in Lebanon. And I was like, oh, damn, I'm not sure how close those spots are. So I sent them a message and they're like, nah, man, I'm quite a ways from there. So, but thanks for, let me know. Cause it's getting
Well, I heard they could hear the blast from there. And there's they could hear the blast like from here. Like if it was from here to San Antonio, they could still hear the blast.
Yeah, they were able to feel it up to 130 miles away.
Damn.
Now they're saying it's a terrorist attack.
The report says that it was 1/5 the power of the bombs that dropped in Japan. So, damn. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
But shout out to all those people, man. I hope they're recovering, their families, and getting back on their feet. I know over 30,000 are homeless now.
Yeah. Prayers to Beirut. The hospital blew up. It's not cool.
Yeah.
So, anyone else you want to shout out, Chris?
Yeah, shout out to the lady who won't press charges that after we start dating. No, I'm just joking. No, you know what? Just follow the rules. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Everyone's doing their part, and just do yours. Wear your mask. I don't want to be preaching over and over and over and over, but wear your mask. Wash your hands. Social distancing. If you're too close and someone tells you, excuse me, can you back up? Don't get upset. Don't get pissed off. Look, the faster we kill this thing, get rid of it, the faster we get back to our supposedly normal lives again.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hurricane, man. You're doing a fantastic job. You're keeping traditional radio alive still. And, but man, you're doing your thing, man. So props to you, my man.
Yeah, thank you very much, man.
No, I appreciate that, man. As a growing up listening to you, Kevin, I know you're just a couple years older than me, by a little bit and stuff, but I still grew up listening to both of you, and then I had the privilege of working with you for a little while. So yeah, man, I want to send a shout out going out to Special K for actually hiring me that day after I harassed him for a month or so, and I want to send my homeboy, somebody we both all four of us know, is Edgar Torres. I want to Edgar Torres, man, because whenever I see Edgar, I always tell him, "Hey, bro, you're the Mexican version of Super Dave." You know what I'm saying? He looked at me like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, man," because he always listens and gives me little pointers here and there and stuff. So I want to shout him out, man. He was the first boss that I had that like very proper, very respectful. Sí, amigo.
See, and the thing about Edgar's one of those old school gentlemen who, if you asked him questions, he wouldn't get bothered by it. I would bounce ideas like it was crazy off of him. Hey, Edgar, how you do this, or what would you? And then he would ask me, well, how would you do it? Because I want to know how. I'm like, we respected each other. I respect the dude is talented. One time I was doing production for 4 radio stations at one time by himself.
Yeah.
I mean, he is an incredible individual, and his talent is beyond bounds, man. So thank you, Edgar, for not only for your friendship, but for passing your own teachings, I guess.
Yeah, man. So shout out to Edgar Torres. You can catch him in the mornings. Edgar Torres Live on Facebook and stuff. So shout out to him. And I also want to shout out the whole collective over here at Gateway City Radio. I want to send a shout out going out to DJ Kicks, Dirty Chris, Jay Clutch. Those are the members of the collective, the founders of Gateway City Radio. Greatly appreciated. Shout out going out to Crazy Boy Toby, one of our DJs that is still with us. Been with us for a while. Shout out to DJ Lucky, who was actually the first DJ on here with us here at Gateway City Radio. So mad props to them and all the other independents that are doing it online that found a new platform, and all the DJs putting up their cash apps. Tip DJ, damn it. You enjoying the set, you tip DJ. All right, boys. And with that said, I'd like to thank you both for coming on the show. Both of y'all, my house is your house. Y'all more than welcome. And thank you. We've been on here for about
a little more than an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
But it's all good. And with that said, on behalf of an hour and a half, like nothing. So on behalf of the collective and myself and Gateway City Radio, thank you, boys, very, very much for joining me on this broadcast. I greatly appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you.
No, thank you.
All right, boys. Thank you so much. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that is another episode of Old Man Rant with Uncle Hurrikane. Again, special shout out going out to Special K and Spinning Chris Garza, legends in the local scene. Shout out going out to Let the Love for chiming in, as well as Danny Boy for chiming in. Greatly appreciate it. And shout out going out to Claudia. Wait, what was it? And I already forgot her name. It's where was it? Shout out going out to where are you? I have it written down right here, and I guess I should have saved it. I'm gonna copy and paste this information here real quick. If you just give me a second. Man, she shared it a lot. Yeah, shout out going out to Claudia Guzman. She is the winner of the 1 liter of hand sanitizer. And hey, good night to you too, homeboy, Jorge Cardenas. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the show. Peace.